These fenders are really cool in that they have 6 different latches down here underneath that you can unlock and actually pull the fender off really easily. Coming down underneath this fender is you have a 18-inch Outer Banks wheel. What's up, folks? Ethan here at Hunt Auto in Franklin, Kentucky. That's right, normally we try to do either a Ford video or a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram video, but today we've got a special surprise and one that we've been waiting to do for quite some time. We have on my right here a 2021 Ford Bronco. This is a 4-door Outer Banks in race red that we have just got on the lot and are actually going to finally get a chance to see it in person. And then we finally have to my left a 2021 Jeep Wrangler Willys. So what we want to do today is we want to talk about the similarities between these two vehicles within the same price point. So this is again an Outer Banks that's going to sticker for about $48,000, and then this is a Jeep Wrangler Willys that's going to sticker for about $47,500. So we're going to talk about the two price points and what the similarities are going to be here and what you get on one versus the other, and we're going to let you decide down in the comments below which one you would rather have. As always, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do so down below. We've got a lot in store for this Bronco here, and we got a lot of different things that we're going to try out on it. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do so down below and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of those videos. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive on in and talk about the Bronco versus the Wrangler. Starting out on this Bronco, you're gonna notice that you have your LED signature headlamps and then your LED fog lamps down here. Coming across, you see that you've got your black gloss grille with the white Bronco lettering. In the middle of that, you're going to see that you've got your 360 camera package here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that once we dive onto the interior. You do have your tow hooks down at the bottom, and then coming back, you're going to see that you have these trail guides and these tie downs for if you've got anything coming across, if you've got a roof rack or anything like that, you're actually able to tie down any kayaks or canoes here as well. Underneath this hood is going to be the 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6. It's going to be rated for about 310 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Back here, you're going to notice that your mirrors are actually attached to the body of your vehicle. They're not attached to the doors. And above that, you're going to see that you have accessory ready points. These points are going to be all over the vehicle, and they're actually pre-wired straight to the fuse box. So if you've got any lights, any winches, anything like that, it's going to be ready to go straight on the fuse box. All you got to do is hook it up. So coming over to this Wrangler, you're going to notice that you have the LED headlamps and the LED fog lamps and the similar black grille down here. One thing we've always really liked about the Wrangler is that it's a little bit easier to get underneath the hood. You just pop these different points here, and then you can actually get underneath it without having to get inside the vehicle, and that's really handy. Underneath this hood is going to be a 3.6 liter V6. It's going to be equated to about 285 horsepower and about 260 pound-feet of torque. Coming back, you're going to notice that these mirrors are actually attached to the doors, and so once you take the doors off, the mirrors are actually going to go with them. They're not attached to the part of this body panel at all. And another cool thing about this Jeep is that you have the ability to fold down your windshield. That's always been kind of a cool, neat little feature about these Jeeps, and this one still has it here as well. A few things on the side of this Bronco here. You're going to notice that this Outer Banks has a paint-matched fender. And one thing that's really cool about these fenders is that you can actually unhook certain clips here. There's about 6 of them, and you can use those to pull the fender off in one piece without using any tools. Coming down, you're going to notice that this is an 18-inch wheel on a 32-inch tire. These are actually going to be a 255 by 70 Bridgestone Dueler all-terrain tire. Coming back, you're going to notice you have a running board here, and then when you get to this door, you're going to notice that there are a little bit of a difference compared to the Jeep. You have no piece here connecting the window to the door, and that's going to make it a little bit lighter and a little bit easier to handle once you pull it off. Coming over to the Wrangler, you are going to notice that you have your black plastic fender with your turn signals on that. You are going to have a 17-inch black Moab wheel on your Firestone Destination mud terrain tires. These are going to be a 255 by 75, or that's going to be about a 32-inch tire. You do have your black badging here on the side with your trail rated badge. One thing that's going to come on your Willys is the rock slider here. On the Bronco, you have a running board, but this is going to be a true rock slider to protect the underneath and the body panel of your vehicle in case a rock hits it. We were talking a little bit about the doors, so you can see here that you actually have this door panel here, and that's going to increase the weight of the door a little bit and make it a little bit larger to handle once you take these doors on and off. And then also, again, you do have the mirrors located on the door here as well. Coming back to the back, you do have your full-size spare tire as well. Here on the Bronco, you have the ability to open this back hatch, not just to parallel, but to actually 170 degrees here. That's going to make you have a lot more space as you need to get things in and out of the back of your vehicle. One thing that is going to be unique to the Bronco is that this soft top actually has the ability to come up and situate itself here, just to make it a little easier, again, to grab things in and out of the back. You do have your wire hookups here so that you don't have wires just hanging loosely throughout the back of your vehicle while you are driving. You actually have enough room back here to fit all 4 of the doors once you have them in the vehicle. There's a accessory package that lets you actually put them inside a different set of bags so that you can actually store those and keep them protected while you are driving down the road. And then coming back here to the back of the Wrangler, you are going to notice that you do have the same pull style latch back here, but you don't have the ability to raise and lower this soft top. So you have to figure a way on how to actually get in and out from the back of this vehicle. This is only going to come to about 90 degrees, so you can't go any further than this as well. So first things first, you're going to notice that's different on the interior of this Bronco is this massive 12-inch Sync 4 screen. This is going to be a touch screen that gives you access to Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wirelessly. So you do have the navigation and all of that, but this is going to be on this brand new 12-inch screen here. Coming above, you do notice that you have an electronic locker, and that's going to be your rear locker here in the back. That's a part of this advanced 4x4, which gives you access to 4 Auto, which is going to kind of act like all-wheel drive, but it's going to give you power when you need it to each individual wheel. You do notice on the Bronco that you have trail turn assist here as well, and we've talked about that in a different video, but we'll cover it a little bit more in depth when we do our driving review. And then another thing you're going to notice is that this, as a part of the high package, has the 360 camera setup. You can have all of your different cameras and your front cameras to actually enable you to see from the front of your vehicle. We've talked about how this is going to be really useful when you're driving down a trail, that it lets you see where you're going, or if you're above your line of sight, you can see where you need to go on your next turn. And then one final thing that you're going to notice here on the Bronco is you actually have access to zone lighting. This is a part of that high package, but you can actually use your lighting on the sides of your vehicle. Moving over to the interior of this Wrangler here, you are going to notice a few things that are different. First things first is this is the 7-inch screen here on the front. This is going to be Apple CarPlay and Android Auto enabled, but you do have to plug that in order to have that functionality. Coming down, you are going to notice that your window control placement is in a different place compared to the Bronco. Instead of being here behind the shifter, it's actually in front on the front panel here as well. The accessory package that comes with the wheelies is actually going to let you have auxiliary inputs so that you can control and have different lights or winches or anything like that enabled from the front, already pre-wired and ready to go. One thing you will notice in a Bronco versus a Wrangler though is that you have vents here in the center console that are going to let your passengers control their air. We've had a few people talk about how that they don't have that in the Bronco, and it's kind of something that they actually miss. Different about the Bronco is really going to be noticeable once you take off this soft top. You just activate it here with a little clip. Oh, you got yours. And it's pretty easy to actually open up. However, once you open it up, you will notice that there is no bar along the middle of the Bronco's roof. This was made so that you can actually have a lot more open air experience while you're driving with the top down. So over here on the Jeep, you actually have the premium Sunrider top. It's gonna unhook very similarly, and it actually works very similar to the Bronco soft top. However, you will notice that it has this spar here in the center on the roof. That is going to not give you as much of a open air feel, but what you do gain with that is you have speakers right here behind the head of the driver and the passenger. So you let us know, which one of these would you rather have? They sticker for right around the same, with this one being about $48,000 and this one being $47,500. So let us know in the comments which ones you would rather have and why. As always, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and do so down below and hit that notification bell. We've got a lot of exciting things coming out here on the Bronco, like a driving review, some off-road content, as well as a few upgrades coming in the near future. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. You aren't going to want to miss it. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It's one of the easiest ways for you to tell us which videos you enjoyed and which one to bring you more of in the future. If you have any questions, please let us know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you taking the time. Have a good one.